Hey, it's Gary Bernier, Whiskey Sommelier, here with Stephen Semple, Whiskey Sommelier. And Stephen said, why don't we crack the seal and open up the Lot 40 Dark Oak, another rye, and also from Dr. Don Livermore up at JP Wiser's, and give it a try. And I'm interested because the color is so amazing, and I really want to compare what this brings versus the peated Lot 40. I want to see what the difference is with the Dark Oak.
Yeah, the color difference on that is just outstanding.
Yeah, and this, again, to your point, this is a pretty color. This is
like all these up, right? Like, wow, very, very different. Very different. Yeah, this is a beautiful golden.
Yeah, it's interesting. It looks dark there. You hold it up. It's definitely darker than the red letter we had out here a little while ago. No, definitely rye again.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
But softer even than the red letter.
It is softer. Yeah.
Right? Like
absolutely. Like it's a subtle. Even the alcohol is not real heavy.
No, it's not jumping up your nose in any way, shape, or form, right? Like you got to stick your nose into this one. More floral than I was expecting on the nose.
Yes. Yeah, there's definitely...
Like where I was, dark oak, I was expecting to smell oak and all the rest of that. I was getting much more flowery than I was expecting, much more floral.
Yeah, like there's that, Yeah, I'm not picking up... And where the hint of the oak is what I found, as you smell it more, you start getting the vanilla.
Right. And
so there's definitely the vanilla of an oak barrel.
I get a little bit of the hay at the back end, but not much.
No. Really smooth coating on the tongue. Again, for me it's a rye. There's a very specific spot that a rye hits on my tongue. So it's absolutely rye because it's just hammered that spot on my tongue. But it's definitely coated the tongue. This one's a little... First sip to me is a little sharper than I thought it would be, especially given how it was on the nose.
Oh yeah. For me this is why I don't go to ryes right away. Because like you say, the specific spot on the tongue, the front of my tongue lit right up on that first sip.
Yeah.
Right, and even on the finish, I got as it rolled over and went down the back, I got that next smack.
Yeah, this definitely on first sip behaves. This is a rye.
Characteristic of a rye.
Characteristic of a rye. No, like there's no high. Now what I found again on the finish though, the longer it sits, the more I'm getting the vanilla tones of the barreling.
Second sip's definitely better.
Second sip is better. The second sip I'm getting there's some fruitiness to it. I'm trying to place the fruit. It's not cherry, but I'm trying to place what the fruit is. You know what? Canned peaches.
You're getting some canned peaches, are you?
I think that's what it is. Like not heavy, just hint of. For me. Now, as a marketing person, one of the things I've got to say that I really like that Lot 40 is doing, they're really doing a lot of work to make their product stand out on the shelf. Like in terms of how they've done the labeling, they've done this consistency of labeling, which is taking, quite frankly, out of the playbook of Johnny Walker, right? That's how all Johnny Walkers are done. And all Johnny Walkers have done that. But the other thing is, all of their bottles have an etching to them of some sort. So they're really doing something to make it distinctive on the shelf. Because so many, like you look at the other Wisers that we've got here, there's not a common element amongst these where they've really...
Yeah.
And I think that's going to serve... Johnny Walker proved that helps with Johnny Walker. You see on the shelf of Johnny Walkers, like, there's a bunch of Johnny Walkers.
Well, and the way JP Wiser's is using the Lot 40 is these are pretty much limited runs, limited editions.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, and so as Dr. Don's experimenting and they find something, so when we did the tasting at the recently in Toronto, he brought out, they had 2 lot 40s on the mix with different finishes.
Oh, okay.
Right, and then they were asking the audience what we liked the best and which one we wanted, and we basically said we'll take both of them, which means hopefully there'll be 2 more bottles here soon to test out.
But yeah, but it's really interesting, especially the etchings that they're doing, because the etching is different on both of them, but creating that common feel. But this is definitely a rye.
Yeah.
No question. This is a full bore rye, and I think from what I'm getting on the nose and also on the tongue and in the flavor, where the barrel's coming through is that finish, that vanilla finish at the end.
Yeah.
And it's not a real sweet vanilla. It'd be more like true, like true vanilla bean, like the spice vanilla, right?
That's what I was picking up too.
Yeah.
Yeah. That again, like you said, on the finish, as it's rolling off, it's like, yeah, that's vanilla bean.
Yeah, and then in terms of sweetness, for me, it's a hint of canned peaches in my mind.
Well, definitely a canned fruit, right? Or a jarred fruit. And you're getting the peaches. Mine's a little subtler than peaches, but yeah, I get like oranges or tangerines or something like that.
But it's a hint.
Yeah,
it's a hint. It's not real strong.
No,
just it's there, which kind of balances nicely with the spice of the rye.
Yeah, this is, if you're into rye, this is a one you have to take a little bit of time with and play with, because it's subtle.
And I'm going to say one of the things that I think traditionally for a lot of rye, especially Canadian ryes, traditionally they've been, you taste it and there's not much depth to it. What's really nice with these ryes is we're now actually seeing somebody playing around and bringing out some character where there's a lot going on, and that's wonderful to see. Yeah. That's really wonderful.
Yeah, it makes it easy to become proud of the Canadian whiskeys or even the Ontario whiskeys that we're producing.
Yeah, these are wonderful.
So thanks again, Dr. Don.
Cheers.
Appreciate it. Cheers. Chalante. Enjoy, guys.